speak.
Hello, everyone. Thank you for coming. Wow. Thank you, Barnes & Noble. We are so excited to be here today, and I would like to introduce you to truly the star of the show because she wrote such an amazing book. Ahsoka, please meet E.K.Johnston.
Thank you guys so much for coming out. I was saying in Orlando the other day that usually if there's 20 people in the crowd and I'm not related to half of them, I consider it a success. So I'm very, very overwhelmed still that like all of you people are here. Thank you so much for coming out. It's been fantastic, and thanks also to these guys who are amazing and vaguely intimidating.
You should have seen him walk in.
Thank you. A few months ago, well, I guess it was a little bit more than a year ago actually, my phone rang and it was my agent, and I picked up the phone and he said, so they're going to offer you a book. And I was like, cool, I can play it easy. And he's like, okay, the character is A-H-S-O, at which point I lost my mind, and then he was like, oh, so you know who she is? And I'm like, yes, I know who Ahsoka is. And then he was like, and that's a yes. And I was like, yes, that's a yes. And at the time, like, I've been a Star Wars fan for my whole life, so I kind of knew what I was in for, but experiencing it is something else, which is amazing. And it was so much fun to write this character that Ashley brought to life and sort of really went to the mat for over and over and over again in so many ways, and getting to then share the book with all of you, and I'm so pleased. It's not Ahsoka's best day. The book starts about 10 minutes before Order 66, and then follows her about a year after that, which is still not her best day, as she tries to sort of find her place in the galaxy again. I really hope you enjoy it. And Ashley actually recorded the audiobook, which is fantastic. She will tell you she doesn't do a very good Bail Organa, but like, I thought it was great.
Well, I have to tell you, really, me narrating the audiobook is truly because of you guys, the fans. Thank you. They announced the Ahsoka book, and then immediately my social media pages were flooded with, are you going to do the audiobook? And, normally they don't have the actors do the audiobooks, and I was like, I've never done an audiobook before, but why not, It probably is just like an extended version of Clone Wars. So, 35 hours in the studio for the Clone Wars. But I just started putting the word out at Disney, and I said, hey, I'll do it if you want me to do it. And actually, it wasn't that long ago. It was like 6 weeks ago. I got a call saying, hey, if you would do it, we'd love to have you. And immediately I said, yes, I'd love to do it. And then I found out that I had to do all of the characters in the entire book, which included Darth Maul and Bail Organa and all these new characters that are awesome. So I would say about 60% of the book is narration and Ahsoka, and the other 40% are other characters. And so I apologize for that. So thanks for bearing with me. But Kate just shared with me, and we have to thank you because, and I'm just so excited to share this with Kate. I'm going to brag for a second because not only is the book already in its second printing, it's sold out right now on Amazon. It's number 1, number 2, and number 3 in its subcategory on Amazon, right?
Yes, the audiobook and the ebook and the print.
So thank you for your support. That's so cool. For a character, back when she came out in 2008, was the first female Jedi that was a lead in the Star Wars universe. That had never happened before. Oh my gosh, Chewbacca's in the back. And can we just have a huge round of applause for the 501st, Rebel Legion, all of the fan groups. Thank you for coming today. What most people don't realize is these are non-profit organizations musicians that spend their weekends, spend their days doing good. They're raising money, using Star Wars to bring smiles to people's faces. So thank you, thank you, thank you. You guys deserve all of the praise and credit that you get. So we wanted to open it up for any questions. If you have any questions before we start the signing. Sure, right here.
Yeah. So you'll be at the MegaCon Tampa next week?
Pardon me?
No, Ashley, you're going to be at the MegaCon.
Oh, MegaCon. No, I wish.
Yeah.
Is that in Orlando?
No, Tampa. Yeah, next week.
Oh, no.
You guys, Steve Bloom going to be there. Steve Bloom.
Bummer. No, I won't. You know what? I will actually be up at Lucasfilm. I wore, I don't know if anyone saw it, but I wore a dress this summer made out of Legos.
Oh, wow.
It was made out of over 10,000 Lego bricks, and actually next Monday, Lucasfilm is actually going to put it on display in their lobby.
Oh,
so
cool.
We're actually taking it up to Lucasfilm, and it'll be on display for a limited time there. So,
okay.
But I am bummed I won't be at MegaCon.
Yeah.
Yeah. Here. For both of you, what is the strangest piece of memorabilia of Ahsoka that you've ever seen?
I'm so new at this that I don't really have one yet. I signed someone's costume the other day, so it was like, sorry, I have to like possibly tickle your belly button a little bit. But that's probably the strangest thing. But I've only been at this for a week, so really there's nowhere to go but up.
Steve Bloom will be there.
You might have stumped me. Can I come back to that?
Yeah.
Okay. By the end of the Q&A, I'll come back to that. Right there?
Chopper or BB-8?
Oh gosh, that's
Chopper.
Well, okay. R2 is my favorite, but since you're asking between Chopper and BB-8, I will say Chopper because I actually know who voices Chopper, which is a secret, and so I can't say, but Chopper has a special place in my heart.
That's a tough one. That might be the hardest question we've had so far. Oh gosh. I like Chopper as a character, but I really enjoy babies dressed up as BB-8. Like, it's Halloween, and I would just like to put it out there, if you were going to dress your baby as a pumpkin, BB-8 is an excellent alternative to me. And like most toddlers are Chopper kind of by default, so like you have that to look forward to.
Hi, good to see you.
What was it like for you, reading this and the episode where Ahsoka fought with Vader? What were those moments like? I know what it's like for me. It's brilliant, but I'm thinking about all these things that I thought. What was Ahsoka thinking? And now you get to see some of this as you, Ahsoka. What was it like for you? Those two moments, that battle, watching that. And something where you just answer for you personally. Like,
oh, goodness. Yeah, well, you know, Dave Filoni kept the season 2 finale a secret from me. So I did not know what happened in those final moments until I saw it for the first time on the big screen. They did a cast and crew screening just like 2 days before it aired on TV. And so it was really cruel that he did that. But I'm sitting in the middle of a theater with like 300 people, and my chest is literally like beating outside of my body. And I thought Ahsoka was going to die. I honestly did. And then when she walked into the temple, which I know we still don't know whether she is alive or dead, in my opinion, and this is only my opinion, I think Ahsoka lives. I think so. But I literally, I was like tears in my eyes, and then she walked into the temple, and I'm like, what? What? And then it just ended because Dave said he promised he wouldn't end it on a cliffhanger, and he totally ended it on a cliffhanger. So yeah, I mean, it was just, you know, I'm so attached to Ahsoka, and she's like a part of me, and then the book, I'm so grateful for it because it answers so many questions. How she gets her lightsabers, it connects a lot of dots. There's so many little things in there that if you don't read it carefully, you might even miss some of the tidbits of information that are given. So yeah, I mean, do you have any? You're in the know.
Well, I'm really not. They didn't tell me about season 2 of Rebels either. And I just remember I was watching it on iTunes. So I got up super early in the morning, downloaded the episode off of iTunes, watched it at like 8 o'clock in the morning, ugly cried for like 3 hours, and then they announced the book. And it was sort of a very sort of emotional day. But yeah, they didn't tell me anything about season 2 of Rebels either, which made writing the book kind of fun. But it was an interesting experience and very emotional, which I was really pleased with because for me, Star Wars has always been like a lot of feelings and also gunfire, so it was good times.
You captured that in the book for sure.
Over there in the orange.
Ahsoka, what's your favorite scene?
Oh.
Favorite scene? Well, let's see. Probably my favorite scene that's not like really sad because of course I love the finales, but one thing that I've always loved is in Clone Wars the Youngling arc where they make their lightsabers. I've always been fascinated with how they make their lightsabers. So I love all of those episodes where they go to Ilum and they find their crystals and they make their lightsabers, and then it's actually, you'll hear a lot about Ilum and making lightsabers in the book, so it's really cool. And I think I figured out my favorite Ahsoka piece of memorabilia. There's two. There's one that's like kind of cool. I got to be at a press day for Clone Wars on my birthday, and so the entire crew of Clone Wars, Dave Filoni, everyone, like 200 people, signed an action figure for me. So that's pretty cool. But then the weirdest thing is I actually have a piece of Chewbacca's hair. I have a lock of your hair because if it's been well chronicled that, you know, Chewbacca and I have a little bit of a love affair going on. So let's start. Sorry, David, my husband's here somewhere. But when Star Wars Weekends ended, you know, Chewbacca gave me a little lock of his hair, so because he said he missed me. So that's probably one of my favorite pieces of memorabilia. He said he gave it to Ahsoka, but you know, I think it's for me.
Star Wars.
Is the Ahsoka character doing any cameos for the upcoming movies? You can wait.
Sorry.
This is as good as mine. All I know is, obviously, aside from the book, which is so huge. I mean, for Ahsoka to get her own book and then to sell so well, I mean, you know, this character's come so far, and so that's exciting. But Dave Filoni did confirm that she would be back on Rebels at some point, so we don't know when. I can tell you I haven't recorded it, so don't ask me questions because I don't know. I haven't done those episodes yet, but he said she would be back. He didn't confirm whether she's alive or dead, but she will be back. And the black shirt right there.
I was just wondering if either of you would be on Collider Jedi Council, either again or for the first time.
You know what? I'm so I love Collider Jedi Council. So when we do our LA signing, I'll see if we can set that up. We do a signing in LA in early November, so I'll see if we can set it up.
If you end up on it, you'll love it. It's great.
Oh, it's so much fun. Yeah. Awesome. Right there in the striped shirt.
A question for you. Now that you've written in the Star Wars universe, do you still want to? Is there another character you want to do?
Well, I did actually have like a sort of secret answer to this, and then my editor was moderating the panel that I was on at Comic-Con in New York last weekend, and she said, do any of you guys have a character that you would like to write? And so like Chuck Wendig and Timothy Zahn and all those people gave their answers, and then it got to me and I was like, I guess I can say it because she asked. And the character I would like to write is Sabine Wren. I really love that every time I say that kind of It makes me feel very good. So yeah, it's like totally a dream at this point. I would love for it to happen. They know where to find me. I'm like microchipped, basically. Like if I say something wrong, they'll like materialize beside me. So that's why we have to be very careful with our answers.
Oh, right here.
Are you gonna make a Black Series Ahsoka lightsaber?
Well, I will say I have nothing to do with the toys or the aside from apparel, what they make of hers. But she is due for another lightsaber. I don't think she's had a lightsaber since like 2009. So let's just put that out there in the universe. Whoever made, or Hasbro, I guess, they're making the lightsabers now. So just tweet Hasbro, tell them we want it.
Okay, we have time for about one more.
I have one for each. For you, how much give and take between the editors, the story ideas? If you say, I want to do this, and say, no, you can't do that, but you can get ideas. And for you, Ashley, did you actually interact with James Earl Jones when you're doing those fights?
So my answer is that I'm not allowed to talk about it. See previous already microchip. But it was very similar to my usual editorial process. Like I write a book and then I send it in and then it comes back with notes. I was worried that it was going to be super different, and then it was basically a regular editorial process.
I mean, I didn't know if like early on a plot idea.
That's the part we can't talk about.
Everything is so super secret with Star Wars. So no, unfortunately I didn't get to record in the same studio as James Earl Jones, but I did get to record at the same time as Matt Lanter, which for me was so special because when Clone Wars ended, I thought we were done. Like we'd never get to record together ever again. And that was such a gift to get another opportunity. And obviously that scene was pretty finite. So it was sad because just as Ahsoka was, kind of saying goodbye to Vader, it was kind of like my last moment in the studio with Matt. So it was definitely, it was easy to, from an emotional place, to go there because it was definitely a sad day. So yeah, but James Earl Jones, he was, I think, doing a play or something in London at the time, so he recorded from London. Awesome. You know what? Can I get another video? We gotta get a video from everywhere we go. Hi guys, I'm here in Tampa at the Barnes & Noble at the Ahsoka signing, and here is E.K.Johnston. Round of applause for Rebel Legion. Let's see, Mando Mercs, am I getting everyone in there? And then look at this crowd. Oh my God. You gotta be so grumpy. All right. Well, are you guys excited about the Ahsoka book? All right. Well, 1, 2, 3. Say Ahsoka lives.
Ahsoka.
Thank you. Okay. Thank you, everyone.